Why are we fighting out here, being undocumented, being immigrants, being criminalized, with police looking over us, people over there looking at us, making sure that we don't cause any attention coming back to the detention center? Because these families, these are our people, they are our families. We are in this together, and we need to stand together, not just with immigrants. And we need to make sure that we don't just think about, folks in the Latinx community. We need to make sure that we stay in solidarity with people of color that are also being criminalized. We need to make sure that we fight this for-profit system that is criminalizing our bodies, our people. They're making money out of it.
I'm not allowed to go inside. Gio didn't let me go inside just because we're bringing a little bit of awareness. They arrest people when they are coming from work. They have no documents in their pockets, nothing. And they will arrest them. And when they are there, for them to communicate with anybody, they need to have an account to telephone that is very, very expensive. And the people, they don't have the money. So, as a community organizer, we go inside to let them know that they cannot deport them if they have an American child, if they are not criminals, if they are not felons or nothing. There's no reason for them to be deported. They can ask for deferred action.
I grew up in the immigration system, missing school for this process, whether it was within the walls of the courts or meeting con los abogados at various churches. The churches that offer safety, faith, support, and the churches that require proof of a consistent monetary donation to be deemed a moral character. You learned to translate the technical language of an official form shortly after Barney began teaching you how to form sentences, or as Mami teaches you to read in Spanish waiting in long lines. You acquire this language and realize its power, its ability to determine el futuro de tu familia, its ability to determine the future of not just you, but of those around you, those you know and don't know, yet at the same time you're taught, don't speak. Because with these same technicalities, you must learn to navigate your life. Who do you live with? My brother, my mom, my dad. Wait, no, you don't actually want to hear about my dog. My stepdad, yeah, I live with him. And even though he's one of your dad's best friends, little beyond his full name, it's safer that way, so that 5-year-old you won't accidentally say too much. Why do you want your father to stay in the United States when you weren't raised with him? Because indeed it was Papi who came home late at night after having left early that morning for work. It was Papi and Mami who gave up everything they had to go to a place where they weren't wanted. It was Mami and Papi who gave up their lives in the hope that tú y tu hermano tendrán una buena vida. Don't speak. Because to your friends and teachers at school, your parents are divorced and you live with your mom. Yes, it's true. They're technically divorced, but he also lives with you. Don't speak. Don't tell your friends you're from another country. Saliste gringuita y eres americana. Don't speak. So what's your story? How did you spend your weekend? How did you grow up? How are you here? Why did your family get different statuses at different times? Whose house do you live in? How were you spared from a letter of deportation? Don't speak is a simple rule to follow in a world of technicalities. Don't speak because you never know who's listening. Don't speak before anyone asks you questions. Don't speak before my words betray us. So what if my heart races? So what if I feel the pounding on my chest as I check off an honesty box? So what if I don't like the sound of my voice, my story? So what if I get nervous and scared? This is people's lives at stake. This is bigger than you. So use your voice and speak.
We are a nation of immigrants. None of us are from here. None of us. The only ones that can make that claim are Native American Indians. And we have been pushing them out. Okay? So we need to treat everybody with dignity.
So, I'm here with Venice, who is a healthcare worker, member of 1199. And we just want to share with everyone that we intend to fight for the rights of our immigrant sisters and brothers and families with all our heart, with all our soul, and all our resources to defend and to liberate the immigrant community so that they may live life and prosper as they came here for a reason. Whether that reason was famine or earthquakes in Haiti, whether that reason was politics, whatever the reason was, folks are here now, and we need to link arms and make sure that we take care of one another. In that vein, just want to share, I know we tried a song earlier, but I'm going to try another one. It's it's a Haitian song in Creole, Haitian Creole. Can I turn around? Or do I have to stay this way? It's called No, 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 We Will Not Go. No, 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 Papa Le. No, 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 Papa Le. Sinale na petone. America se punutu. In English. No, 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 we will not go. No, 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 we will not go. If we will go, we will be back. No, America is for us all. So we ain't going nowhere. We're gonna stand behind each other. And if we do get sent back, we're gonna make sure that you return. So that's the commitment we have in our community to fight for the rights of our immigrants. And whether it's President Obama, who is refusing to expand TPS for Haitians, we are mad about that, and we are going to push back on President Obama. Or whether it's Mr. Trump, we're gonna push back on Trump. We're gonna do whatever it takes. We're gonna push back on Sessions, all of them, whatever we gotta do to make sure that we have justice for our community.
So just like a lot of our comrades here today, immigration is only ever looked at in a positive light when it's upholding the empire, in a sense. And that's kind of what Puerto Rico has faced as a colony since the U.S. has taken possession of them. When we come to the United States, things aren't really much better. Puerto Ricans are usually relegated to a lot of working class, menial livings in a lot of major cities like New York, like Chicago, that I mentioned before. When we try to fight for our liberation, for our freedom from the colonial state that we're in, a lot of our freedom fighters get harassed, infiltrated by the FBI, arrested. Right now we have Oscar Lopez Rivera, who's been in jail since 1981 for conspiracy and sedition. No other real charges other than that, and he's being held. And right now we have a petition to try to free Oscar Lopez Rivera. I'm gonna put that in the Facebook event after for anyone who wants to sign. So we're really put in between a rock and a hard place, right? We can't fight for our freedom as a colony. We can't come to the United States and face anything much better than what a lot of immigrant people face, and we can't stay home because we're constantly exploited by the U.S. So we find ourselves in somewhat of identity crisis, right? What space do we fit in? Do we fit in with other immigrants? Do we fit in here as people in the States? Do we fit in our own country? We don't have a place. We're lost. And I want to read now a poem. My experience is very much of the Puerto Rican migrating to New York experience, right? So I'm going to read a poem from a New Yorican. He actually started a cafe in New York called the New Yoricans Poets Cafe. That kind of touches on what that experience feels like for us. It's called Seeking the Cause. He was dead. He never lived. Died. He died seeking a cause. Seeking the cause. Because he said he never saw the cause, but he heard the cause. Heard the crying of hungry ghetto children. Heard the warning from Malcolm. Heard the tractors pave new routes to new prisons. Died seeking the cause, seeking a cause. He was dead on arrival. He never really lived. Uptown, downtown, crosstown. Body was found all over town, seeking the cause. Thinking the cause was $75 in gator shoes. Thinking the cause was selling the white lady to black children. Thinking the cause is to be found in Gypsy Rose or JB, or dealing wacky weed, and singing doo-wops in the park after some Chiba Chiba. He died seeking the cause, died seeking a cause, and the cause was dying seeking him, and the cause was dying seeking him, and the cause was dying seeking him. He wanted a color TV, wanted a silk-on-silk suit. He wanted the cause to come up like the Mets and take the World Series. He wanted to want more wants, but he never gave. He never gave his love to his children, he never gave his heart to his people, and he never gave his soul to his people. He never gave his soul to his people because he was busy seeking a cause. busy perfecting his voice to harmonize the national anthem with Spyro T. Agnew, busy perfecting his jive talk so that his funkiness wasn't show, busy perfecting his Viva la Policía speech, downtown, uptown, midtown, crosstown. His body was found all over town seeking a cause. Seeking the cause, found in Potter Fields of an OD, found in the Bowery with the DDTs. His leg was left in Vietnam. His arm was found in Sing Sing. His scalp was on Nixon's belt. His body painted the streets of the ghetto. His eyes were still looking for Jesus to come down on some cloud and make everything okay. When Jesus died in Attica, his brains plastered all around the frames of the Pentagon. His voice still yelling stars and stripes forever. Riddled with the police bullets his taxes bought. He died seeking a cause, seeking the cause, while the cause was dying seeking him. He died yesterday, he's dying today, he's dead tomorrow, died seeking a cause, died seeking the cause, and the cause was in front of him, and the cause was in his skin, and the cause was in his speech, and the cause was in his blood, but he died seeking the cause, he died seeking a cause, he died deaf, dumb, and blind, he died and never found his cause, because you see, he never knew that he was the cause.
What just happened? So a family member just attempted to go visit her father, and because she had a flyer of ours, they were denied the possibility of seeing their family member.
No!
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you!
There's another family about to go inside, and we really hope that they let them in because
Please let families see each other.
we need to. They're already separating families, and
Be divided. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided. The people.
It is my duty to fight for freedom.
It is my duty to fight for freedom.
It is my duty to win.
It is my duty to win.
We must love each other and protect each other.
We must love each other and protect each
We
other.
have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our
We
chains.
have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains. We have
Detained immigrants.
our
Our people.
people.
And they deserve
And they deserve
full equality.
full equality.
Right here.
Right here.
Right now.
Right now.
right here,
Right here.
right now,
Right now. Right now.
louder.
For freedom.
It is our duty to fight for
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love each other and
We
protect
must
each
love
other.
each other and protect each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our
We
chains.
have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
No papers.
No papers.
No fear.
No fear.
Sin papeles.
Sin papeles.
Sin